Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today, and what a wonderful verse that we have to consider this morning that we all can take it and put it into practice. Matthew chapter 13 verse 1. It simply says this: on the same day, Jesus went out of the house and he sat by the sea. In the previous chapter, we read where Jesus had been preaching and teaching many things to the people, and that when his mother and his brothers came, they couldn't even get inside because the crowd was so great. It seemed that there was so many demands on the Lord's time that he had very little time to spend with his family. In chapter 13, we know this is a chapter about the parable of the sower, but we tend to overlook the first sentence and its significance in the Lord's ministry and his ability to stay the course. At least I did anyway. When I read it this morning, I was almost like, well, who put that verse there? And it simply says again this: on the same day, Jesus went out of the house and he sat by the sea. The Lord, he took breaks as needed. He rested. He got alone. He got away from the crowd. He went to a deserted place that he could spend some quality time with the Father in prayer. He rested. And in this chapter, it appears that it was short-lived because the crowd soon gathered about him, pressed about him to the point that he had to get into a boat. But he continued to preach and to teach. He taught and he preached on the Sabbath, which obviously would draw the attention of the religious leaders. He preached by the seashore in a boat. Why? Because the multitude was so great, they pressed about him and he got into a boat to provide some distance between him and the multitude. And for good reason, people say that, I don't know, but anyway, they say that the water allowed his voice to be amplified so that they could hear him better. But the point is this: Jesus needed rest, and so do we. Listen, how can you minister to others when you need to be ministered to yourself? You know, we can burn ourselves out in just about anything, even in the most noble causes. I mean, you could serve as a caregiver to a loved one, feeding the hungry and providing shelter for the poor and resources that they need. You could be an evangelist, or even being a mom. You can burn yourself out. You need rest. You need to get away to a quiet place alone that you can spend some quality time with the Lord and recharge your batteries, so to speak, so that you can keep on moving forward. Selah. Think about this. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate upon this verse, put it into practice. I pray that you would have a great day. Have a safe day. And then tune in again tomorrow. Yes, as we consider today's verse. Amen.